Sorry if you're joined. I'm trying to get this just right so it's not too close, not too far away. All right, let me turn on my tablet so I can see comments. If you are here, say hello and welcome. I'd love to chat with you while I'm doing my card and knowing that you guys are here. I'm getting my tablet up now. There we go. My tablet's a little bit slower than everything else. Is this a good distance for everybody, or should I zoom in a little more? I don't want to look too far away, but if I go too close, I'm afraid you guys might be too much. Let me try zooming in just a little bit because I feel like it's. Let me see what it looks like on my screen. Ooh, that's maybe too much. It's either feast or phantom. I swear. Okay, I guess that's good. I'm sorry about the playing around with the zoom in and out. I'll try to keep it in here, but I want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. And sometimes my new phone, it's either in or out really bad. And as people are coming in, welcome. Yes, I'm glad you could join me. I want to just let you know a couple things because it is the new month. In the month of June, we did cards all using the He's the Man card tutorial kit. So this, I believe this is done with the card, the paper, but there might be some stamps in here, but we use that suite. And so if you order from me in the month of June, you will get this tutorial for free. When I get off from here, everybody that ordered from me in the month of May will be getting the Slimline tutorials for free, and I will be emailing them to you through your email. So if that's something you are interested in, you can go to Bonnie's bonniescreativeplace.stampinup.net, and you can place an order and you will receive these tutorials from the Creative Cardiology team. All right, the other thing I want to remind you about is as of today, from now until 31 days in June, the end of June, there is the last chance list while supplies last. It's up to 50% off. I did a live video on that. If you want to go back and check out some of my videos, I walked through the mini. I told you what the prices were, what's going to be gone and all that. So if you want to check that out, go and check that out over there, and go to, again, my website, bonniescreativeplace.stampinup.net, and take a chance on that. Also, right now, starting today until the end of the month, till June 30th, I guess there's only 30 days in June, there is the BOGO, which is buy one, get one 50% off on all the Stampin' Up! Kits. And I also did a video on the kits, and I did some cards over there. And if you want to go over there and find out more information, you can do that when you're done watching this live. And there's some wonderful kits, and they added a new one today. And I think it has to do with like junk journaling, like journaling and stuff like that, which my daughter's into that. And I think I may be grabbing that before the end of the month. So if you got a little group of people that you like to get together with, or yourself, if you like to do paper pumpkin, you will definitely like the kits. And if you get together with a group of people at all, at a church or just at a book club or anything like that, or Girl Scouts, this is a fun little thing to get together. So, and to get a couple kits, because you get quite a bit of stuff. And there's some with stamps and there's some without stamps. So now let's get to the card that we're here to do. Sadly to say, I have to have a couple sympathy cards. So I figured I would do a sympathy card with you guys. And hi, Sharon. Glad you could join me. I figured that I would do a sympathy card, and I know maybe a lot of you guys might need one eventually in your stash. So if you like the card, make sure you leave a comment either now or after the video in the description box below so that I can get a hold of you. Now, if you are not following me, then I cannot contact you in any way. So you either A, have to be following me, and be able so that I can message you, so I can let you know that you won. Michelle, I don't have her card right over here, left me from last week, has still not contacted me. So I'm going to try to reach out to you again. If I don't hear from you by next week, then I'm going to redraw for a new winner. One other thing I want to show you that I forgot, my upline, Jessica, made this card for me. I did something, I think it was my sales last month. I'm not 100% sure, but she sent this card to me. I love getting cards in the mail. I love getting them. So here's another little idea. If you have this sweet, I think it's Wisteria Wishes is what it's called. I'm not 100% sure. I did a whole video on this. I think that's what it is called. So, but I wanted to share that with you guys. And now let's get started. My sister recently just lost her husband. So I needed a sympathy card for her. And then also one of our downline, well, not my downline, one of the ladies in our creative cardiology team just recently lost her mother. So I also need a sympathy card for her. So I'm actually going to make another one or use a different card when I'm done. But this was just such a fun, simple, quick card. And the only color we used was Night of Navy. I did use a few stamp sets. My main stamp set with this flower is Unique Artex stamp set. I got this from Stampin' Up! From when I went to On Stage, so it was one of the gifts I got. And I have yet to use it because it's kind of a one you have to find the right spot for, and I think I found a good spot for it. So this is the one stamp set that we're using. I also used the dragonflies. If you have butterflies, what other flying animal I think would be nice? And if you didn't even want to put one there and just leave it off, I think that card would look beautiful too. And then I used the Quiet Meadow because I wanted these little splats. So I used that. And then, yes, I had to bring in a retired stamp set that was from the last time we had Celebration. And I needed the With Sympathy because I could not find any of my sets that said With Sympathy. I'm sure I have one, but I couldn't find it. So I brought this in. I like that. So that's what I'm going to use. And I used the Hang In There because we're not only going to do the outside of the card, but we're going to do the inside of the card. So let's get started. We're going to start stamping the outside first. I'm going to put this over here. I want to keep this card right here so you guys can see it. If you can't see what I'm stamping, I'm just stamping the stamp in the black, or in the Night of Navy. And then I'm just kind of eyeballing where I'd like it to be. So I'm going to stamp it right there, just like that. And then we'll wipe this off over here on the side. And then I'm going to take, there's like a fill-in kind of a stamp set. And I stamped that up, and then I'm going to stamp it off. And I'm going to stamp it off that one didn't stamp off very well. I'm going to stamp it off again. And then I'm going to stamp it off one more time. And then I'm going to put it on top of this the best I can from the distance that I'm at. And then I'm going to pick it right back up. And I'm just moving it a little bit over because I like that shadow look that it gives it. And you could do it the other way too, but I really liked the shadow that it gave behind it. And it's like filling it in, but it wasn't filling it in really. Then the next thing I did was I took this little, oh no, I didn't. Back up. There's another little part here. See this little thing here? In this set, there's another like little leaf. And I'm going to stamp that right about here. Just like so. And then again, I'm going to stamp the filler over here. And then I'm going to stamp off again, and stamp off one more time. And then stamp it on, and then stamp it over, just to give that nice little filler look, the outside look of it. Then I've got these little dots, or the little dots that I liked, and I'm just kind of adding them wherever I think I want to on the card. There we go. So it looks like that. Then I went ahead and I took the dragonfly, and I just kind of put it up here. Take it off, yeah. I just kind of set it up here like it was just flying, just like that. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside for now because we'll come back to that. And we are going to bring in the other one right here. And this is the inside of the card. Oh, let me see if I could, yeah, there you go. Maybe you could see some of it here. This is the inside. So I took the design again. I think this is, I'm not sure what these leaves are. And I stamped it here, kind of like this. So it was like sitting at the bottom of the page. And this comes out a little dark, but once you, after you stamp it, it really lightens up, and it's so pretty. And then I stamped this one up here, and I went off the page with it. So it looks like that. Is this a good view, or is it too much? If anybody thinks I'm zoomed in too much, please let me know, because I don't want to be zoomed in at all too much. And then I'm stamping this again, and I'm going to stamp off, and then I'm going to stamp off again. I cannot wait. I ordered my new mat. And then I'm going to stamp off one more time. My new foaming mat, since I can't find the other one. And then I did it that way. And I scooted over a little bit to give it like this backgroundish look. See how that looks there? That looks so cool. And then I didn't get it right there very good, but I'm going to leave it alone because I think it has nothing to do with this stamp. It has to do with me being so far away, and I can't get a good pressure right here because it keeps doing it to me. And I need to get the other mat, but I don't have it yet. Okay, one more time. There we go. And then we're going to stamp right on it. And we're going to move it over a little bit. And I think this time I went both ways with it. I went over to the left and over to the right on that one up there. So I did that. Then I took the stamp set hang in there. And I gotta stamp that right there like that. And then I went ahead and I took those dots again. And then we're going to go and we are going to, I just stamped some right here because I had a little mess on my other one where I touched it with my fingers. And so I just thought I would add a few dots around the page, and then you have a little space to write. I didn't leave a huge space to write on these because it's very hard, you know, when it comes to sympathy cards for me to figure out the right thing to say. So my last thing I'm going to stamp is with sympathy. And so I'm going to stamp this right down here, just like that. Okay. I found the block. If you guys heard my comment, I couldn't find the block that comes with the kits. This is the block that comes with the kits, if you were watching my other video. So I'm done with the stamping, so I could put this up. And now let's get to putting the card together. Okay, so we have a 4 1/4 by 11 piece of cardstock, and you could score it in the middle at 5 1/2, which I did not pre-score this one. Was not thinking when I did it. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm going to move this out of the way. I probably should zoom back out a little bit. I'm going to zoom back out now that I'm going to be putting the card together. There we go. Sorry about that. Now that the stamping's done, you guys can see more of what I'm doing now. I'm going to bring this in, and I've got some of this, what is this called? Whisper White ribbon. It's kind of, I don't know what it's, how to explain what it is. It's like woven ribbon. That's what it feels like to me. I'm going to flip it over in, oh, here it is. I got some Stampin' Seal Plus. I'm going to put it on the back side here. Got my little scissors. I like to look at it from one side just to make sure I got it where I want it. And then I'm just going to put a tiny bit underneath there so it kind of help hold it flat. Then we can add this to the card. Add it just like this down. So there we go. So we got that. And then what I did for the sympathy part, I ended up fussy cutting this out because you guys know, you know me. I had this on there about 3 different ways when I was creating this card. And I ended up resorting to this. Now, if you have a Cricut or a Scan and Cut, it would probably do these all for you. You wouldn't have to do them. Now, I do, but for one card. But I did need 3, so I probably should have done them all that way. But I kind of enjoy it. So I did that. Then I decided I'm going to put it on my piece of paper that I'm going to be using. And I got a little bit of the stickies hanging over there. And I put it right down on the center of this, like that. Oh, I might not have left myself enough room. Let me see if I can move it over. Is there a little give? There is. I don't think I got enough sticky on it. Or adhesive. I keep calling it sticky. Adhesive. Stampin' Seal Plus. Okay, let me pick this up. And then I just kind of eyeballed like 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's a homemade card. It's more of the thought behind the card. And if you do a lot of fussy cutting or any type of cutting, you will get the hang of this. The more you do it, the more it's easier to just go around this. And I wanted a little bit of background. Normally I don't do this, but I did this only because I thought all that white on white, and I wanted to put a little bit of blue behind it. So that's why I did it. I got the Stampin' Minis, and I'm going to put 4 of these on here. Just like that. And I'm going to put this right here, kind of in the center. And then we're going to open up the inside, and we're going to put this piece on the inside. Oh, I got that. Okay. So just like that. And then I'm going to go ahead, and I've got some rhinestones here. And I ended up using 3 of the rhinestones. I used 2 of the medium ones to kind of put them around the page, and then 1 like smaller. Where'd it go? Oh, right there. Smaller one. And I lost it again. Oh, I keep dropping it. Let's see if I can get it to the page. There we go. And thank you. I'm very glad that you enjoyed it, Sharon. Yes, it's very elegant, very simple, like just simple stamping, all one color. And yeah, I really enjoyed making the card. So I'm glad that you guys enjoyed it. And you know, if there's, you know, if you want to buy anything, you can go to Bonnie's Creative Place, stampingup.net, and you can share my video. That helps, just sharing it on any platform that you're on, because that will help me too. So thanks, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.